Hey guys, how are you? Hope all's going well. I'm going to give everybody a couple of minutes to jump on in here and then we'll get started. So I know it's been a couple of weeks since we last spoke, but I want to continue our conversation about chemical peels. Let's talk about chemical peels since the season is closing, and I know some of y'all are trying to get that last minute appointment in to get your peel before it's officially over for chemical peel season. I want to make sure I'm still dropping some good gems so you guys can have a successful chemical peel. And not that any time of the year is not as important as now, but I think that just because we're so close to the window closing, it's really important that I share some more information just so you are as successful as possible. We're entirely close to when it's hot out, sunny out, and I want to make sure you guys don't make any mistakes, okay? So, last time we got together, we talked about what to do to prepare for your chemical peel before you actually come in for one. So we talked a little bit about prepping for the chemical peel. We talked about what you need to do to get ready before you have one. Hey Chris Aesthetic, how are you? I'm going to reach out to you later on today, so expect a call from me, okay? So we talked last time about the chemical peel before you come in. We talked about having that consultation to find out exactly which type of chemical peel is going to be right for you. And if you were going to move forward with a deep chemical peel, we had that conversation about how to get ready for it so that your skin is prepared to have the best results by the time you come in for the application. So here we are today, and now you're all set. You did everything you were supposed to do beforehand, and you're ready to get your deep chemical peel. So here's a couple things I want to make sure that I share with you guys once you come in for your deep chemical peel here in the lab, just so that you're prepared, you know what to expect, you're not caught off guard. So when you come in for your deep chemical peel, typically the deep chemical peel here at the lab is done in 3 steps. You're going to have a regular, I want to say, foundational peel step. The second step is going to be the booster, and the third step is what we use to wrap everything together to help with evening the skin tone. So the first step is going to help you actually peel that skin. The second step is what is used to help improve texture. And the third step is what is used to help even out the skin tone. So those are 3 steps that you'll have the chemical actually applied to your skin. All 3 steps are timed. All 3 steps are monitored. We're constantly, looking at your skin to make sure you're reacting properly and making sure everything's going in the right direction. Also, while this is happening, hey, happy Easter, thanks so much. Hope you had a happy Easter as well. So while these steps are in place, that's the opportunity for us to kind of review some of the information we talked about before. I want to make sure that you're super clear as far as what to expect in the next coming days so that you're peeling and healing appropriately. I want to make sure that you are actually prepared with the products at home. We'll talk about the product kit that you leave out the door of the lab with, because you're definitely not going to go home empty-handed. You're going to make sure that you have the right products in your hands before you leave the lab so that there's a smooth transition for, the next day and the few days while you're peeling. We'll also want to make sure that you have the right products after that sample kit is finished that you continue to take care of your skin with. So we're going to have a nice in-depth conversation to make sure you're all on track with that. Also, I want to touch base on, while you're peeling, what you need to do as far as your homework is concerned. So I'll say this 1,000 times during the chemical peel application. You want to make sure it stays hydrated. Okay, and what I mean by hydrating, you want to make sure you keep putting on your moisturizer and drink a ton of water. The more hydrated you are, the better your peel is going to be, and the more peeling will take place. Let me tell you what's going to happen if you don't do this. Say you let your face get dried up, you're not applying your moisturizer as much, and so that'll mean like throwing it in your bag with you. It's a very small little container, so it's not going to take up a lot of room in your purse or your wallet or your pocket. You can throw it in with you. Make sure you have it with you all day. Every time you feel like your skin is a little bit dried up, put that moisturizer on. If it means you're putting it on 16 times a day, that's fine. Keep your face hydrated. Also, you want to keep your insides hydrated by drinking a lot of water. Hydrated skin is a good peeling skin, so you just want to remember that. The drier you are, the harder it is for that skin to peel off, and the longer the peeling process is going to take. It's going to be super freaking annoying too. So I want to make sure nobody has that type of experience. Hey, Brown Sugar, how you doing? Hi, Dima Hubby, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So hydrate, 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 both inside and outside. Keep that moisturizer on your skin. If you are going out, of course, put on some sunscreen as well, and also drink a ton of water every single day. I promise you, this is the way to make sure you have a successful peel and you actually keep peeling successfully each and every day, okay? That's the secret. I mean, that's really what everybody should be telling you, that maybe some people may have forgotten or don't really understand, but I'm here to let you know, the more water you drink, the more moisturizer you keep putting on your face. Don't let it dry out. At any point during the chemical peel, you're going to peel properly, and you're going to get through that peel in, record time. Okay, so what should we do if we don't want a chemical peel but want to get rid of marks? Great question, Brown Sugar. So here's the deal. If you don't want to do a chemical peel, but you want to get rid of marks, which is definitely something that can happen, especially like maybe May, June, July, in the height of summer where it's super sunny and the chemical peel window is officially closed. What can you do to keep breaking down those marks? So my recommendation to my clients is we have to find an exfoliating agent that will work for you. There's so many different types. It's not just a scrub or a mitt, okay? It can be a manual exfoliant. It could be a chemical exfoliant. It could be an enzyme exfoliant. So we have to figure out what exfoliant is going to work for you. I also recommend, if you're a candidate for it, is to add laser on top of that. Laser is going to help with the texture. It's going to help break down the pigment that goes down so deep into the skin that causes that mark. So those are just some suggestions, but of course, everybody is different, and it will require us to have a touch base and a consultation in order to make that happen. So hopefully that answered your question, Brown Sugar. Hey, Just Netra, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So let me get back to talking about what's going to happen while you're peeling. So we're on the same page that you got the right products. We're on the same page that you got to keep your skin moisturized, drink a ton of water, okay? What's next? The next thing is also, while you're peeling, you might need to run out and have a meeting, do something, be facing somebody. You don't want to have skin just flapping in the wind. I completely get it. I totally understand. A couple of things. Again, keeping your skin extremely moisturized is going to help camouflage a lot of that peeling action. Second of all, I want you guys to go out and get yourself a small scissors like this. It's a little cosmetic scissors. They call them a mustache scissor or cosmetic scissor. Anywhere that you have flapping skin that's already released, it's completely off of your face, and it's just hanging out there, you can take the small scissors and just cut off that excess skin. Don't pull, don't pick, don't force anything. Don't try to make skin lift off so you can trim it. Please don't do any of those things. Just take the skin that's already off and has, nothing to do but sit around and flap around on your face. Trim that. That's it. Once you trim it, go ahead and apply some moisturizer. And again, you're back into your conceal mode. Nobody's going to really know what the heck is going on, and you should be just fine, okay? So this little tiny scissor is definitely going to be your friend during that transition period. Okay, Brown Sugar, can I get the agents from you? Absolutely, yeah. Once we have a conversation and figure out what's going to be a good fit for you as far as exfoliation is concerned, I can definitely get the agents for you or recommend where you can get them from. So that's not going to be a problem at all. Hey, what's up, Tam1718? Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's just do a quick recap. So, we talked about the 3 steps of the deep chemical peel will be applied. We talked about making sure you're product ready. You have all the right products to take you through the peeling days as well as the post-peeling days. And also, you're going to make sure you stay hydrated. You're going to make sure you keep your moisturizer and SPF on. If you're going outside, SPF. If you're staying inside, then, just make sure you stay moisturized. Then, also drink a ton of water. Keeping hydrated inside and outside is going to help you peel really well. And then, of course, please, oh my gosh, can't say this enough time. Don't pick, don't pull, don't peel the skin. You are not helping yourself at all, or if you think you're going to make this go faster, it's going to create a problem. It's going to leave a mark that we're going to have to heal from. It's going to create damage. It's going to give you a less than desirable result. I've seen this a few thousand times where folks really got a little bit impatient, maybe on day 2 or 3, and they started pulling the skin, trying to get this process to speed up. Please don't do that. Let your skin do what it does. It knows what it needs to do as far as peeling is concerned. Let it take the days it needs to take to get rid of that dead skin. If you need to trim the excess, that's totally fine. Just don't pull it. Just take whatever is already off your skin and trim that down with this nice little small scissors, and that'll do the job, okay? And then, you know, the next step after that is to talk about what's going to happen once you are completely peeled, everything is done, you reach, you know, your 5th, 6th, or 7th day. Again, everybody peels at a different rate. You know, I'm a little bit of a slow peeler personally because inherently I'm just a dry skin person. I'll drink a ton of water. I'll put my moisturizer on like religiously. But, you know, by nature I'm a dry skin person, so it takes me a little bit longer to peel. So I'm one of the people who will take all the way up until the 7th day before I'm complete. A lot of folks will be done on 4, 5, or 6. So it all depends on where you fall on that peeling spectrum. But once you are at the end of your peeling journey, you know, there is a phase called the healing phase that we definitely need to have a conversation about so you guys know how to get through that next phase correctly and you, again, having a successful peeling journey and great results. So in my experience, I feel like the more information that you guys know before you get into this chemical peel process and you're constantly being helped with the information along the process, you know, you'll know what to expect, you'll be a little bit more patient with yourself during the journey, and also you'll have the results that you're actually looking for. So you want to avoid all those accidents and issues, so you'll have all the information you need. Okay, so I'm going to definitely come back in another live to talk about that healing phase. You're done peeling, what happens next? We're going to have a conversation about that. I want to make sure that I invite you guys to go ahead and take a look at the YouTube channel. There's a link in bio. If you go to the link in bio on my Instagram page, click on that link. You'll see a quick menu that says YouTube videos. Click on that button. It'll take you to all the YouTube videos, and you'll see some demos on how to trim that skin. You'll see some demos on putting on the moisturizer to conceal the fact that you're peeling. You'll also see a couple of videos and journeys of some of the clients who've gone through it, so you can see and kind of get an idea of what to expect from day 1 all the way to day 7 and all the way through till the end of the chemical peel and see some final results. If you have any questions about chemical peels, please feel free to send them out on DM. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. In addition, don't forget the window is closing soon. So please don't wait too much longer to book your chemical peel appointment. After a certain time, you know, we watch the weather here and keep our eye on the trends with the weather. And once it hits a certain amount of degrees outside, we cut off doing chemical peel services, and they will not be back in effect until the fall. So what will you do in between that time? Of course, there's other treatments that you can definitely have to help you get to your skin goals, but I just want to make sure everybody's super prepared that, you know, we won't be doing chemical peels after a certain point very soon. So any questions, please feel free to join. Thank you guys all for joining and your great questions here. And Brown Sugar, if you have any questions, shoot me a DM, but if you're ready to set up an appointment, you can go ahead to the link in the bio and click book an in-person appointment, and we can all get you started. Thank you, Blankety and AJ Wandon. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great day.